Hello. Hola. Hello, my friends. Welcome to another interview. Today we're going to do this in English, but first I'm going to give some announcements in Spanish. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarme cada semana a ver más y más entrevistas con tan talentosos artistas. Les quiero recordar que escuchen mi último sencillo, Última Llamada, y también que vayan a ver el lyric video. Todo está en mi canal de YouTube. Igual pueden ver los mini covers y seguirme en todas las redes sociales. También síganme en Spotify como artista y agréguenme a sus playlists. Okay, comencemos. The real purpose of all these interviews, it is for me to expand my female-fronted universe. Doesn't matter the genre of music. And it is for me to get a chance to talk to other singers, to learn more about their art. But before this, I'm always investigating to know more about them. So I do my homework, and soon I will be an expert, a female-fronted expert. How I met my guest, she's Sophia Aslanides from Season of Ghosts. And actually, I met her through social media. I believe it was Instagram. I listened to her music, look at her pictures. I loved all of her work. And I have seen that during the last year, she has been doing quarantine videos, YouTube live streams, online concerts. And as if this wasn't enough, she is actually doing a degree in trauma-informed coaching, specializing in narcissistic abuse. Respect. So let's welcome Sophia. Hey.
Your homework. I'm impressed. Thank you so much for shining a light on my degree. I'm really excited about that.
It is outstanding. I mean, I'm not saying that other singers don't have studies, but you are ongoing learning and you never stop.
Yeah.
How are you?
I definitely like studying, and this is my latest venture, my most exciting to date, I should say. I've been fine. I was just out taking a little walk. Today we had hail here in fantastic UK. You know, hail, the pieces of ice falling from the sky. We had sunshine, hail, rain, then sunshine again, then rain again. And now I could, like, when I went out, I could see my breath. And I'm like, wow. And last week we had like 26 degrees. And I'm like, that's totally UK.
Yeah, good thing it's spring.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I know. I've been in the UK twice, once in the summer, and we were wearing jackets. So no.
Really?
Not for me. I mean, not hot enough for me. But it's beautiful.
Not hot enough, yeah. Where exactly are you located?
I'm in Mexico. I'm in the northwest of Mexico, in a desert. That's why.
In the desert, yeah, definitely hotter than the UK.
Of course. Well, as I told you, the objective of my interview is to get to know you a little better, and I want to play a little game. Are you ready?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you two options. This is fast, okay? You tell me, you choose one of the options, okay? You only one, you don't need to explain. Ready?
Okay.
Let's begin. Big or small party?
Depends. Do I have to decide on either
only
one
of
or two?
them. That's it.
Well, let's say big party.
Okay. Fly or teleport?
Teleport.
Read or control minds?
Read or control minds?
Yes.
Read.
Read minds. Invisibility or shape-shifting?
Invisibility or invincibility? Invisibility.
That's okay.
Invisibility.
Nice. Super speed or time freezing?
Super speed.
Call or text?
Text. I'm an introvert.
Dogs or cats?
Oh, cats, of course.
To play any instrument in the world or to speak any language in the world? Sorry.
Speak any language.
Yeah. Dinosaurs or aliens?
Dinosaurs.
To wash the dishes or to hand wash clothes?
Wash dishes 1,000 times over. Hand washing clothes? No, no, thank you.
Oh, especially not there with the cold weather. Money or free time?
Money or free time?
Mm-hmm.
Money, because it can definitely buy you free time.
Yeah. Forest or beach?
Sorry?
Forest or beach?
Or beach.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Ninjas or pirates?
Pirate.
To travel to the past or to the future?
To the past.
Cool. To be in a reality show or in a YouTube tutorial?
YouTube tutorial.
Comedy or horror?
Or
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Yes. Yes. To talk or to listen?
Yeah, it depends. I will say I will say listen.
Yes. Well, this was from your song. To listen. Excellent. You did great. This was the first game. You passed. See? Excellent. You did great.
Okay.
Now let's move on. How do you feel about this?
It's nice. Was there a way that I would have failed it? Are there like specific rules?
No. No. The point is for me to get to know a different side,
nice.
the side of you. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, Sophia, and since I want to know more about you, the purpose of this interview, I felt like the best way to know more about any artist is to walk on their shoes. It is always so amazing the things you can learn when you try to be and see the life of that person. Well, in absorbing your music, which is why we prepared this video for you.
Wow.
Told me what life is about, but how it ends, it's for me to decide. Everybody's stared in disbelief, but my tears were my only friends. Now I decide this is how the story ends. Gonna be
a little present.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm actually having goosebumps. I'm a bit moved. Thank you so much. It was very nice.
I really love your music, Sophia, and something I never realized is how difficult they are to sing. You make them sound so easy. This is why I asked in one of your YouTube live streams, what is your vocal range? Because you sing everything so smoothly in chest voice, and who knows what else. But it wasn't until I tried to sing it that I saw, oh my God, this is so easy on the ears, but not as easy to sing or to make it sound like you do beautifully.
Thank you.
I
Thank
loved
you.
it.
Thank you very much. And I really liked your version and the fact that you both sang and you created the nice atmosphere and everything. Congratulations to both. Would when I see the recording of this video, or if you
Yes,
if
we will
it's not, if
post
it's
it.
not if it's available somewhere else, yeah, I will see it in a big screen because right now I was watching it on a mobile. But it was wonderful. Thank you for doing
Oh,
that.
thanks to you for creating this music. And yes, we will post this video probably later this week, and I will obviously tag you. But thank you so much, and I would be so honored if we ever had a collaboration in the future.
Yeah, nobody knows about that. What the future
Who knows?
holds.
Of
We're
course.
open to everything.
Well, muchas gracias. And coming to the next topic. Right now, you're based in London, but
Mhm.
not so many know that you were born in Venezuela, right?
Oh, that's true. That's
Greek,
true.
from a Greek family, right?
From a Greek family, yes.
And
Some
yes,
members of my family started moving there, like in the 50s and 60s. So my parents moved there at some point, following their predecessors.
right,
So yeah, I was born there and stayed for a couple of years before moving permanently to Greece.
right.
Mm.
But you told me that you used to speak Spanish and you forgot, right?
I'm so pissed about this one. I will never forgive my parents for letting me forget. Yes, I actually picked up Spanish from the lady that was taking care of our house and was babysitting me. And I started speaking because I heard her speak. And apparently, because for me, it's very easy to pick up languages, it's one of the things that I'm good at. Uh, so my parents actually discovered I could speak Spanish randomly because nobody taught me. So I picked it up from the lady that she was a native from there. And yeah, because nobody spoke it to me when we moved back to Greece, I forgot it. And I'm like, oh my God, I could have been bilingual for free. But I'm not. However, I can still understand the general premise of Spanish because I know Latin from school. So especially if I see it written, it makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless it's something super complicated, of course.
Of course not. But at some point, you say you went back to Greece.
Yes, we
Later
went back
on.
to Greece, and sadly, I haven't been back there. My parents, they have been back and forth, like traveling and everything, but I never had the opportunity to go back there. And sadly, I've been expressing the desire to go there, like for the past, I don't know, 15 years or so. And because due to the situation in Venezuela, my relatives tell me that it's not safe for me, and unless I really need to, I shouldn't travel. So, yeah.
And was Italy before or after going to Japan?
I never lived in Italy, but
Okay.
Sam and Paul, our session member, he's from there.
Okay.
They are both from there. I never lived in Italy, but I've been traveling a lot back and forth, and I've been spending lots of time there
And you speak
because of
Italian?
Sam. Yes, I speak Italian, and the point is, well, I've never studied Italian, but hearing Sam speak on the phone for the 7 years we're together, I actually picked it up from him. So I can speak, but I definitely make mistakes. So I'm thinking of taking an intensive course of 1 year so I can speak
Right.
properly and sit for exams and stuff.
Consolidated. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, to learn it properly, without any gaps and everything.
Right. And when you were in Japan, you learned Japanese, right? Was it
No,
before?
I learned Japanese before moving to Japan. So I started learning 2005, and to Japan I moved like 5 years later. And yeah, I could speak Japanese before, but obviously I picked up more of the language while I was there.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
And there, anyone who researches about Sophia will find out that she was in a Japanese band, Bloodstained
Yeah.
Child. Sorry for the pronunciation. But yes, before that, what were you doing musically?
Before Bloodstained
Yeah.
Child, I was in a closet, not speaking to anyone about music or thinking about playing music, not even to myself. I I was taking music lessons, like singing lessons, for a few years before joining the band. But I didn't have any concrete desire or plan to join any musical group because I have social anxiety, so I hate being in front of a camera, especially when I'm being watched. Like, for example, performing like live, not just in front of a camera, sorry, but also in a live setting, concerts. So I'm very nervous with concerts. I don't like being watched while I'm trying to do something. Like if I do it and it's good, then I can show it to you, maybe the video. But like at that time, I'm like, oh my God, let me disappear. So my problem was really big like before. But when I got invited to Bloodstained Child, I'm like, oh my God, shit got real. So that's a lifetime, like a once in a lifetime chance. So if you blow that one, you better go hide for the rest of your life. So I said, okay, let's go fix our problem. So I did a bit of therapy on myself. I tried to tackle that problem myself, and I managed to somehow lower my levels of social anxiety in a concert setting and everything. So that's how I did it. I was like, the fear of regret, of future regret, actually
Future
helped
self.
me. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, you're going to become like 80 years old, and you're gonna think back and say, once upon a time, somebody invited me to Japan for a once in a lifetime experience, like to join a big band and to do great things. And I said no because trauma. And I'm like, oh, screw you and screw that and screw my problem and screw the social anxiety. So I said, yes, I'm
Yes.
gonna do it. And then I spent like 6 months panicking. Oh my God, how am I gonna do it? Like,
Is it too late to say no?
yeah,
Yeah.
but I did it on purpose to push
Right.
myself to motivate myself to do something, and I actually did it. So I'm much better now.
And we're glad that you did. And this is something that many fans don't know. Many of us singers are introverts, but
Yeah.
we fake it. It's like we become someone else on stage and
Mm.
it works. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you. Oh well,
Yeah.
while you were there, you started the Season of Ghosts project. But
That's
how
true.
did you meet Sam?
How did I meet Sam? So, in 2012, like July 2012, I played my last show with Less Than Child, and then I decided to leave the band. At the same time, I already had started Season of Ghosts, with another person, with a friend of mine in Japan, that eventually he jumped ship because he was too busy with his main band. So I was on my own, and essentially I had to look for a team. So that team, I turned to my record label, to the one that I was with, Blessing Child, and I said, "Look, I'm making this solo project, and I will need a team to produce it." So one of the people that were in the same record label was Sam, and coincidentally, the same record label had asked me to help Sam like a few months before, like no, a year before. They had asked me to help him and sing on his album, to help share a bit of my fans, to send a few of my fans his way, because he was just starting with Zombie Sam, and I really liked his concept and him as a person. So I had said yes. So we had been friends for a while. So when I finally left the band, I went back to the record label and I said, "Hey, do you have a production team? I want to do this and that and that." and one of the team was Sam, essentially. So we started collaborating on Human Paradox. That was the first album. And Alexa, stop. It's Alexa talking to me.
Wow, she wants to be in the interview. Okay. And I remember, you should remember too, I asked what was a relationship with you two, because I had the fear that probably you were siblings, if not in a relationship. But let me tell you why.
People think we're... Yeah.
Okay, she already said they are not siblings. But the reason why I told you this is because one day I had a dream and it was very adult content. So it was like, I really hope they're not siblings because they were together.
Am I doing porn?
This. I had a dream in which I was like on my cell phone looking at Instagram, and suddenly one story popped and it was you two doing things that are not supposed to be there. And I was like, why did I have that dream?
You know, that's the most unlikely thing ever, because we are very private about our relationship. We are very, very private, and we never show public signs of affection, even outside and everything. We are very reserved.
That was my concern when I woke up, and I was like, what if they're brother and sister? But curiously, today I woke up and I had a dream of you. It was nothing like that anymore. we were in our house getting ready for traveling. So I was going to be on a trip with you and Sam. I don't know where we were going, but I was getting ready. We're packing.
Good. Maybe a tour.
Yeah, that would be so nice. And now I feel like I've seen you in person, you see?
Yeah, true.
Oh, well. One question, sorry if I didn't find this online, but where the Season of Ghosts, the name, come from?
Well, it just, when I was thinking about creating this project, it just hit me. Usually names hit me. I'm not thinking about them. I'm not trying to find them or make them or whatever. I'm just sort of meditating on the subject, not exactly like meditating, but the kind of, you know, I'm walking or I'm on the train and I'm just, you know, thinking about it. Okay, I'm doing this, or I'm thinking of doing that. So that's kind of walking meditation. So usually I try to keep an open mind, and usually things hit me. Ding. So that thing came at some point. I think I was on the train in Tokyo somewhere. So that's how it came to me. And Season of Ghosts is exactly the era that we live in, the current spot that humanity is crossing, like the spot in history that humanity is crossing right now. And that's where we're at. And I believe that it's an era that is a turning point for humanity, and I sort of kind of feel and visualize kind of ghosts of the past, like of a better past, are coming to us, you know, giving us warnings about the potential future that we are creating for ourselves, and you know, the things that we might be doing wrong. They are warning us that, like, if you don't do that, you know, there is no planet B, or humanity is going, you know, to disappear, or the Western civilization is going to, things like that. So the ghosts are essentially the wisdom of the past that I believe is dying in the modern world. And we're waking up to a world and a reality that I really do not like the way it's shaping up. Although supposedly, according to those who are preaching this new world truth, according to them, it benefits more the human, and it's more open to diversity and blah blah blah. But at the core of all of that, I'm not sure about really how much they are thinking about the human and not their asses only. So yeah, that's I've been feeling about that. I've been feeling that darkness coming, like for at least, I can tell you, for at least more than 15 years. So I've been feeling that anxiety, like that things are gonna start, going worse and worse and worse. And I really see that it actually happened. So I got the warning from the ghost. I don't know how many others are feeling this, that they've been getting messages or whatever, premonitions or stress in their stomach, or I don't know. It depends on each and every person, how they are connected, to their environment. But I'm definitely feeling this right now, and I know that what I felt back then was true. So if you ask me, this is not a new world full of light. It's a world that is getting darker by the moment. But that's just me, and I turn to be chronically depleted of serotonin and dopamine. So maybe don't trust me.
Oh, thank you so much. I believe this is an explanation not to be found on Wikipedia. So thank you, Sophia, for opening up and sharing this with us. Also, as fans, we're waiting for more music. You have 2 albums and working on a 3rd one. I've seen that you write the songs, melodies, also produce. And what does Sam do? I know you split the work.
Yeah, actually, there is plenty of work, and whatever happens in Season of Ghosts, usually it involves me and Sam. So whatever I don't do, Sam does, and he's getting involved more in the musical side of things. So he does write the guitars, and very often, like for example, in this album, many songs start from an idea that he had on guitar. Whereas, for example, on The Human Paradox, there were many songs that started from my own piano melodies. I wrote the song on piano, or I had a vocal note and I said, oh, that's how we should compose this according to this vocal note. But like A Leap of Faith, also in this album, most songs have started from Sam's guitar. So he comes up with the initial riff, and then he comes back to me and we optimize it or we change it according to yes or no, like I like that or I don't like that.
Yeah.
And he's actually a multi-instrumentalist, so he can also program drums. He can also program or play a bit of bass and everything. So, and we can also produce everything together. So between the 2 of us, we are a kind of complete team. However, because Paul, who does play the session bass in Season of Ghosts, he's very good at obviously playing bass. We have let him compose and execute the bass parts according to his best judgment, and I trust him completely on that. And he's also very capable on drum programming. So that's, he's going to be doing that job as well. So Sam also helps.
Excellent.
Sam also helps with graphics. He does all the graphics. He designs merch, and he helps with marketing here and there, whatever I don't do.
Yeah. Well, you are in charge of the social media, right?
I'm in charge actually of everything, like management, booking, PR, email, marketing, pretty and social media, ads, and every kind of pretty much everything. And of course, composition, co-production of the music and everything.
And then they say, you only sing, right?
Oh, yeah, well.
I have a couple of comments here. Lalo says, Dream Paralysis is my favorite Season of Ghosts song. Then they're sending greetings from Querétaro, Mexico. Please come here to play.
Oh my God, I'm really hoping this will be true, because, I've been in talks with some very nice people in South America, and Season of Ghosts has also appeared in several virtual metal festivals from South America. And the people have been telling me that there has been like a very positive feedback from there. And we are hoping that this will translate in a future tour, like in the near future, as soon as COVID allows us to travel again. So honestly, fingers crossed. And me and my team, we're doing the best we can, according to what we're allowed.
Hopefully, yes. And also Mexico. Have you ever been here? Any part of the country?
No,
Oh,
no, and I regret that so much. It's in my bucket list because first of all, I love traveling and I love food. So I mean, I could be a travel and food blogger like for a living. I could totally do that because I go crazy, like yeah, sightseeing and recommending food and discovering local cuisine and everything. So it's one of my to-do things. Hopefully, it's going to happen along with the tour. Otherwise, I'll do my best to just come and do some nice quality tourism.
right. Any place that you have seen that you have to visit from Mexico? Or you're
There's so
receiving
much.
suggestions?
There is so much. Well, there's so much to see, but I'm specifically interested, as one would expect, in the ancient civilizations that used to live there, the Native American, Mexico and beyond, you know, all that area. Uh, I really want to see whatever remains from those amazing civilizations. It's I believe it has incredible energy and some incredible landscapes.
Yes, that's true. And any Mexican food that you have ever tried?
Well, Mexican food is something that I usually eat like very, very often. So, and obviously burritos and tacos and all those things and quesadillas and but basically everything. I like every as long as it's not fish. I pretty much like everything I've ever eaten from Mexican food and like restaurants, and it was too good. Yeah.
Good to know. But what about the hot
Yeah.
food?
Well, I do not appreciate hotness because I cannot understand the taste very well. So I will take it mild because I want to appreciate each ingredient.
Mhm.
You know?
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, no, I mean like it's the same with Indian food. It can be very hot, but it doesn't allow me to taste the other flavors. So
Mhm.
I always tone it down, and then I can say, "Oh, very nice food," or "That plate was not so nice." But if it's hot, you can
Mhm.
just feel your mouth burning, and you cannot understand if the food is good or not.
Right.
Sam likes hot food.
Here they are suggesting. Lalo says you should try garnachas. Well,
What's that?
just write it down. Garnachas. I think it's something fried. I don't even know myself.
Oh,
Sorry, Lalo. I'm in the
if it's
northwest
fried,
of Mexico.
if it's fried, probably it's gonna be good.
Yes.
Sadly, very sadly, everything fried tends to taste good.
Well, yes. And Alex, Alex 666 is. I follow you since your participation with Bloodstained Child. Cheers from Mexico.
Yay!
I love
Yay!
Cyrus 4 and Sophia's songs. Wow.
Thank
Another
you.
question is, do you know any Latin American bands or artists?
Latin American bands or artists? I probably know many. Like, does it have to be metal?
No.
Well, isn't Shakira from South America?
Yes.
Um, a band that has been quite popular lately, I guess it's Semblant. They kind of managed to make quite a name for themselves lately. So yeah, this name popped up in my head right now.
Yes, they're from Brazil, right? And well, now I'd like to know about your videos because you have some. And where do you record them? For example, how the story ends. Where was it recorded? Was that your house?
Oh yeah, well, my future house. Well, um, it was recorded in Tokyo, in a studio just outside of Tokyo. So it's a very nice studio, like three stories, and it belongs to the singer of D. D is a visual K band. One of the longest running gothic metal visual K kind of band, a very vampire theme. I don't know if any of you have heard of them. If you haven't, just check out their oldest stuff. They are fantastic. So basically, the owner, he created a studio based on his type of aesthetics, which just so happens to be exactly the kind of aesthetic that I love. So and he's also a good friend of mine. So when I learned that he opened that studio, I said, and we were also in Tokyo that moment, I said, why don't we just come over and make a video? So
in your
that's
place.
yeah, your place. So that's where it happened. I mean, like, that studio is so gorgeous. Even the toilet was gorgeous. I'm not even joking. I took pictures inside the toilet. They were incredible.
I need to see that. Well, probably these are different crews, but who helps you in the making of your videos?
Until now, we have worked with the exact same team of people. Basically, just one person, but in Tokyo there were two people.
Okay.
My friends, my friend in Tetsu from the visual K band Ayabie. They are also a very famous band since, I don't know, 2005, I think they were formed. So they are very famous in Japan. So in Tetsu, the bassist, he decided to be a cameraman at some point in his life. So he did all of our videos, apart from Dream Paralysis. That is a live one. And Listen, that is also a live one. So he did Place to Call Home, A Leap of Faith, and How the Story Ends. In the first two, we flew him from Japan to Italy, where we filmed those two videos. And in the third case, How the Story Ends, we were, like I said, in Tokyo. So in Tokyo, we had a small team of people, like two people helping us doing the video, and Sam did the editing and everything else. And in the case of Leap of Faith and A Place to Call Home, it was Justin Tetsu with his camera, and he also edited the videos, and that's it.
And about your wardrobe, or even Sam's wardrobe, do you decide it?
Yes, I always decide on the aesthetics, on the style, clothing, and in general how things are going to look and feel. So that's my decision. I call the shots on that one. Yeah, it's there's I don't think there is anything else to add. Obviously, I'm not forcing people to wear things they don't like. I make sure they like
It's for
what
your
they
own
wear.
good.
It's for your own good. You need to wear that dress. You need to wear those high heels, Sam. It's for your own good. Like,
Sophia made me.
Sophia made me do it.
Yeah. Well, talking about this aesthetics, you have a very clear concept of what you like. Could you mention another band's video that you love? Probably you saw it when you were growing up. One or two videos that you love.
Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler. I really liked that supernatural concept going on in that video. It was kind of scary but beautiful, and then dramatic, and like really stayed. And I would say any video of Michael Jackson. Those were like Thriller, for example, Smooth Criminal. It's like unforgettable shit. Michael Jackson was one of a kind, and I don't think we will have anything similar ever. He was just too good for this world.
Huge productions. More fun questions. Thank you for being so active. And Cheto Saliver says, what advice would you give me if I'm starting my musical project?
What advice I would give you if you were to start your musical project? Depends on what kind of targets you have. You should be like, obviously, the first target is to have fun. However, if you are thinking of taking it a bit more seriously and perhaps making a career out of it, or at least attempt to make a career out of it, I would advise you to make sure you have a good job that can pay for your very expensive hobby that being a musician is. It is a very, very expensive hobby with very few other activities that are more expensive than that. There are a few more, but being a musician is one very, very expensive hobby. So I would definitely advise you to have a good job that allows you to work from home or flexible hours, or to allow you the flexibility to, do what you have to and get paid well, so you can funnel your music, your money into your music, or at least part of that. And I would advise you to take extra care who you work with, because there's so many scammers out there, like so many scammers. I could talk about it like for hours. I could talk
Yes.
about it for hours. I've been there. I've been burned. Although supposedly I had information, I was expecting the worst. But even though I was expecting the worst, people went even lower than my worst estimation. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I never trusted humans too much, but this has made me even more suspicious. So, and after that, I would definitely advise you to keep your integrity. To, long story short, to not be, just don't be a dick. Be a nice person. Be a nice person to everyone, starting from the staff at the venue that you're gonna be playing. Never look down on anybody, even if it's the opening band. Always keep humble, and always be genuine. And it really pays off being genuine in this scene, because there's so many fake people and rock star attitudes and bullshit like that. That's honestly, I literally get zits with with this kind of people. Yeah, I mean, like, we've been headlining a few festivals in the UK here, okay? Some small festivals, and we were the headliners. So I go inside the venue, I say good morning to everyone, to the cleaners, to the sound guys, to hey, how are you? Blah blah blah. And I see the opening bands coming with an attitude. I say hi guys, and everybody looks at me like, and I'm like, Lord, the fucking rude kids. Don't be that dick. Never be that kind of dickhead. Never.
Perfect.
You're not gonna go far.
Exactly.
So
exactly. Whether it's karma or anything.
Well,
Yes, like Sophia said, don't be a dick.
yeah, karma or not, I mean, like, you're definitely not gonna make that many friends with this kind of attitude. So.
And the fans can tell. Fans can tell.
Yeah.
Excellent. And also we have greetings from Aspen.
Nice. Hello to everyone who's watching.
Yay. Well, it's time for the second game of the day, night for you. I hope you're ready. And this is supposed to be fast. Don't explain any of your answers. We will not judge. Okay? So I will say something, and you answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. You will see as we progress. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Food that you cook best.
Food that I cook best?
Yes, food. You can say
Leeks.
What?
Leeks.
Okay, very nice. Celebrity crush.
Johnny Depp or Jensen Ackles.
Favorite superhero.
Green Arrow.
Useless talent.
have too many useless talents. I don't know. Uh, brushing cats.
Great. Nervous tick.
Nervous tick.
Mhm.
My eyes. When I get stressed, and because I have dry eyes by design, I start blinking my eyes too much like an idiot.
Okay. A must-have backstage. Out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary,
Yeah, not water.
like something weird I want to have backstage.
Or personal, just from you, for you.
Mirror.
Excellent. Yes. Country that you'd like to visit.
Country that I would like to visit. Um, China.
Phobias.
Mm, fear of failure.
Okay. Now, hobby that you like.
Sorry, what did you say?
Hobby that you like.
Habit that I like.
Yes.
Oh, Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Oh, my favorite one is Sam, and that's actually my favorite Lord of the Rings character in general.
Excellent. Weirdest job.
That I have done.
Yes.
A manager of a underground visual kei band in Japan.
Nice. Language that you'd like to learn.
Spanish.
I can help. Favorite Backstreet Boy.
It used to be Nick Carter, but that evaporated very quickly because I wasn't a very big fan of the Backstreet Boys. So yeah, let's say Nick, but
fine.
I kind of cringe right now.
How many music instruments do you play?
Just piano and guitar. Oh, and flute.
Nice. Musical muse.
Musical news?
Who inspires you? Mhm.
Muse. Uh, who inspires me? Well, many years ago, I used to like Anneke a lot, like the old school The Gathering.
Mhm.
So yeah, that could be one of my inspirations.
Hi,
Currently,
Anneke.
yeah.
Nice. Any recurrent dream? Sorry? Recurrent dream. I told
Like,
mine.
oh, that was weird. No, I do not have any recurring dream at the moment, thank God.
Series you're watching.
Once Upon a Time at the moment.
Band you'd like to see reunited.
Malice from Japan. And
Last-
Laren.
Oh,
And Laren, also from Japan.
nice. Last song you listened to.
Last song I listened to. I think Sam asked Alexa yesterday to play What is Love by Hathaway. You know that cheesy Eurodance, Eurotechno from the 90s.
Excellent.
Like Baby Don't Hurt Me. Like
that. Someone you wish to collaborate with.
I don't have any specific plans on that. That was not cheesy. It is cheesy, but it's the kind of cheesy that we like. And it's one of my favorite songs. I do love Eurodance, techno specifically. I would say 1:00.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite 90s girl.
My favorite what?
Your favorite 90s girl. You know, girls, singers from the 90s.
Oh, 90s. Well, I used to like the girl who sang in Two Unlimited. That was again a techno, Euro techno band. So I like that girl. Like Anita was her name from Two Unlimited.
Finally, discovery of the year, musically, in the past 12 months.
Discovery of the year in the past few months. Well, I've always liked that genre of music, but I didn't know how it was called. But eventually, I found out what it's called. So that's for me, it's a discovery. It's bluegrass country music.
Oh.
It's the kind of music like with the chicken picking, and it's like you're chasing the chickens like the cowboy somewhere in Texas. I love the music. It's like it gives me a good mood no matter what's going on. It's really happy and upbeat, and although it does have very sad lyrics sometimes.
Oh.
But yeah,
Any
that's my discovery
specific
of the year.
musician from that?
It's not exactly bluegrass, but I think just if you say country, it's like Albert Lee. I think that's the one Sam likes. I'm not that educated yet to know specific artists and discographies. I'm just putting playlists and listening for the time being, and then I will, zero in on specific artists. I love
We'll go back
I
to
love
you.
the song. Yeah, I love that song. I'm putting on my leaving shoes. I laughed so much at the lyrics. I do not remember the name of the artist, although I've listened to it several times. But it's a type of bluegrass country song, and it's very funny. Highly recommended.
Wow, thank you, Sophia. We finished the game. You passed again. So,
Yay!
with honors. Thank you, Sophia. I know that you're going to be back on stage on July.
Fingers
So
crossed.
let's hope, yes, it gets to be done. So
Yeah.
if you're going to be in London, right? Get your tickets. And everybody sign up to Season of Ghosts newsletter. That's how I got so much information. Also, I love how she always addresses us as hello, time travelers. I love time traveling. So you nailed it. And I want to congratulate you for creating. You're always creating. Everybody, follow Sophia, follow Season of Ghosts. I wish you the best. Everybody should listen to your music. They're going to love it if they don't do it yet. And as I mentioned before, I would love to collaborate with you someday. So, thank you so much, Sophia.
Thank you too. It's been lovely. I had so much fun. And I'm happy that I didn't see any interviews beforehand. So everything was a surprise for me.
Excellent. No spoilers. Thank you, Sophia. I send you a very big hug, kiss, and I hope that we stay in contact. I'll see you around.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. And, well, thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.